Okay. Has he done anything good? No. It's actually it's astonishing how good he's been at doing awful things on a consistent basis. It's constant. I'm kind of joking, but honestly, in a much more serious vein, I cannot think of one thing the man has done that has been a positive good for this country or the people in it. I can only think of how horribly we're suffering now, how many people are sick and dying and out of work, and how we have lost so much respect on the world stage. Yeah, so unfortunately, no, I can't think of anything. The correct answer is nothing. um, yeah, I know it's not funny though. It sounds funny because how is that possible? But we've seen, for example, how he's dealt with Chinese tariffs because he doesn't understand what tariffs are. He's essentially debilitated our farming industry here and put farmers at risk and made products more expensive. And I don't know. Like, I think there are things about Japanese culture that would appeal to him. The warrior ethos and things like that. If he read, he probably would have loved Yukio Mishima, but he doesn't read. So, and he's traveled widely, but he's the kind of person who doesn't explore other cultures. So sadly, I don't think he has any insight, which would, we need that in leaders. We need people to understand and respect in a very deep way other cultures. And Japan is an extremely important ally for us. And it's an extraordinarily rich culture that deserves to be understood and respected. So, well, I think he's a rich guy, and that's sort of a stereotype, right? Older rich men end up with beautiful young women. So I don't think there's anything particularly unusual about that. However, the way he treats women, I think we can tie it directly back to his upbringing. My family was very misogynistic. My grandfather, in particular, had no respect for women. Women in my family were second class citizens. Their opinions didn't matter, and their ambitions didn't matter to the extent that they had any. So he also grew up with a very complicated relationship with my grandmother. First, because she was sick and he felt abandoned by her because he was only 2.5. But then later, because she never really made the effort to heal the wounds that he felt when she was away from him. And then when he was 13, he was misbehaving at school and at home. So the decision was made to send him away to a military academy. And my grandmother, instead of fighting for him and defending him and saying she wanted him to stay home, was like, yeah, send him away. I can't deal with him. And he felt totally betrayed by her. So between my grandfather's attitudes towards women and Donald's experience with his own mother, I think he has no respect for women. He doesn't know how to treat them.